Hi everyone, my name is Prashant Gupta and in this video we will talk about JavaScript variable declaration. We are going to see the ways to declare variables in JavaScript. We will talk about their scopes in JavaScript, differentiate between the different type of declaration we have, and why do we need actually declaration in JavaScript for the variables only. So ways to declare a variable. In JavaScript, we can declare variable in the three ways, starting with var, let and const. You can declare the variables with any of these things. Even you can declare variables without these things as well. We will talk about all of this one by one. So before moving forward, before talking about scopes, let's go back to our JavaScript or VS Code and talk about the bit. Let me open my VS Code. So I have a basic boilerplate code setup here. So I have a script which is linked to as my script.js and I'm going to write my code in here. Now let's for the initials, let's write a console.log, which is our print statement, and see our code is linked or not. Let me open my index.html with the live server. Let's please note that even in this case we are opening our live server with the index.html, not with the script.js. Now once opened, you have to click on inspect, then go to the console, and you can see that hello everyone is coming up here. You can ignore the other warnings, and live reload is basically the extension message which you see. You can ignore these error or warning messages. This might be only for my system, might be coming in your system as well. So hello everyone is coming up here. Let's change that as well. So as you can see, hello everyone, one is coming up here. Now we have all talked about, we have three ways to declare variable. We'll delete this. So the three ways are here is var, let and const. Now you can declare a variable with any of these, or even without these. Let's declare first declare a variable without these things. I have declared a variable, let a is equal to 1. Then I'm going to console that variable a, and for the just for the search purpose, I'm going to write something in here so that I can filter my results. I'm going to copy and filter my results so that what I have written comes up in my UI. So whatever I'm going to write here is will only come. So as you can see, my value of a is coming up here. If I change this, it will be reloaded, then the things will be live. Now the other things which we have here is var, let and const. So when you declare a variable without anything, it is automatically declared with the help of var. That is an internal change which happens, but that is how JavaScript works. So internally it has gone something like this. It has become var automatically. Now coming to the other two things, let's declare variables with the let's say let b is equal to 5. Let's declare variable const here as well. Const c is equal to 10. Now let's see each of them one by one. ABC. So now all of our variable ABC is getting printed in here, 2, 5, 10. Now that is one thing. Now we will see why do we need three different type of declaration. When all of them are doing all the same thing, why do we actually need three type of declaration? Or before coming to that, since you need to know that JavaScript is a dynamically typed language. It is not a static type. So what I mean by that here is you can change a variable. You don't need to define if it is a number or a string. It can be changed dynamically. So at this line, if I say something like this, it will be updated without throwing any error. As you can see now, instead of the value of a, it is printing hello. So it is basically a dynamic type language. Now coming back to my PPT, we are going to talk about scopes now, but let's see what is in our PPT. So there are three types of scope in JavaScript: block scope, functional scope, and global scope. So basically all of these have different types of scope. We will talk about each of them one by one. Now there is a difference table coming up here. let's see that. We will implement if it is needed to do. If it is needed, otherwise we will only read. So var can be redeclared and redefined or reassigned. The variables declared with let cannot be redeclared but can be redefined and reassigned. Const can neither be redeclared nor redefined. Let's see what does this statement means. When we write a variable, let's say var a, so this part is called declaration. So basically declaration for a is var. Var has been declared. I'm sorry, a has been declared. Same if we remove this part, now you can say b has been declared. And same with the c, if I remove the 10, you can say that c has been declared. Now when I say c is equal to 10 in this case, it means that it has been defined or it has been assigned a value. Same with the other things, right? Let's read one by one from the line number 3. Variable a has been declared with var and has been defined with the value 2. Variable b has been declared with let and has been defined with the value 5. Variable c has been declared with const and has been defined with the value of 10 or assigned with the value of 10. Now from the reference table, let's see that it says that var can be redeclared. So variables declared with the help of var can be redeclared and redefined as well. So let's see what this means. This is a complex line which I have written there on the PPT. So let's understand that. So as you can see in here, let me open the console here first. Let's remove b and c for now, since we are talking about var only. Var is only a at this point. So we have redefined our variable. You can see we have initially it is defined as 2 or assigned the value of 2. Now it has been redefined to hello. Let's not make it dynamic type. Let's only use 20 in here. So you can see here that it has been redefined with 20. Now with the variables which are declared with the help of var can be redeclared. So what does that mean here is you can redeclare variables. So you can see here that it is not throwing any error. Let me remove this filter for now, because the console will show us any error if it is. So you can see that it is not throwing us any error. Variables defined with the help of var can be redeclared now. Now let's see if we can assign a variable. Let's go back to our PPT first. So it is saying let cannot be redeclared but can be redefined and reassigned. Let's see that. So it means that basically variables declared with the let can be redefined. Basically what I can do is I can redefine this value. So let me print that here as well. So as you can see, I have updated the value or redefined the value of b in this case. But if I try to redeclare b with other variables, other declarations, it is throwing me an error. You can read it here. Identifier b has already been declared. We haven't seen this error in the case of var because that variables declared with the help of var can be redeclared. But that is not the case with the variables declared with the help of let. It will throw an error if you try to declare variable which has been already declared with the help of let. Note that b is already declared with the help of let previously, so you cannot redeclare it with anything, even not with the var. You can see here that it is showing me an error. So this means that if a variable declared with the var, it can be redeclared and redefined. If a variable declared with the let, let's say b in our case, it can be redefined but cannot be redeclared. Now let's come to the const. Let me comment this line so that we can move forward. Let's print C on our console. Now let's say, like basically you can understand const means constant. So before moving forward, let's change the value to 60. Assignment to a constant variable. Yeah, there is an error coming here is assignment to a constant variable, and it is also showing me the line number. If I click on this, the code is also coming on my source tab here. But we will not depend upon our source tab right now. We will only use our console. So whatever we have declared with the help of const cannot be redeclared. So this means that where values defined with the help of const are read only. Once defined, they cannot be altered, updated, or anything can be done on that. And the same here is it cannot be redeclared as well. So if I try to redeclare it, it is throwing me an error where identifier C has already been declared, because C has been already declared with the help of const. You cannot redeclare it even with the help of const in this case. So what we have understood in this, variables defined with the help of var can be redeclared and redefined as well. Variables declared with the help of let cannot be redeclared but can be redefined, and variables defined with the help of const can neither be redeclared nor be reassigned or redefined. Now coming back to our PPT, var don't need initialization at the time of declaration. Let don't need initialization at the time of declaration. Const need to be initialized and declared at the same time. So let's see. Let's go back to our VS Code and see. So what written there is, you can declare a var variable and you don't need to initialize that. And same with the let. So let's do that. I'm going to create few more variables, or not. Let me use that these only. Let me delete this. So C is not there because it is showing error here. So C is not there. So it is not throwing me any error in this case. So even if I try to print A in this case, since no value is defined to A, it will give me an undefined value. Let's do this with the let as well. You can see here it is giving me undefined because no value has been assigned to A. And let's see in the case of const. You can see an error in here, missing initializer in const declaration. So what does that mean here is, you have to define the value of const whenever you are initializing it. You cannot assign it afterwards. You have to declare, you have to assign a value at the time of declaration only. So now moving forward, var has a global scope and functional scope. We have talked about scope in the previous PPT, previous slide. So we'll talk about scopes in this. So we have talked about the scopes in the previous slide. We will see what each of them is. We have three types of scope, like global, functional, and block. Let's understand each of them one by one. So if you are writing code in here, like if it is not inside any function, then it is called its global scope, because it is that variable can be used by anything. It can be available anywhere. Now let's say if I write a function. I haven't talked about function declaration yet, so don't worry about that. We will talk about that in some later point. But let's see. So let's say if I declare a variable inside a function, let's say let b is equal to 10. Now this is the scope which is from line number 5 to 7 is called functional scope. Because why is that? Because we cannot access this variable outside this function. Let me repeat, we cannot access variable b outside this function. So if I try to access this b at line number 9, which is not inside the function, I will get an error. Let me see that. So we are still at const A. So you can see here at b is not defined because b is declared inside a functional scope or inside a function, which cannot be accessed outside. And the global scope is something like this, which is on the page, which is not in any scope. That is called global scope, which is at the center. Which is directly on the script. Yes, it's not inside a function or anything. Which is available to anything is called global scope. Now if I try to access A in here, which is global scope, which is available to everything, it will not be throw me any error. Okay, let me reload this. Identifier A has already been declared. Okay, there is a mistake in here. We have used our function name as a as well, so let's change that. So as you can see, I can access a in this case but not b, because b is functional scope. It is giving me an error. So but in this case, like if I try to access a and b inside the function, that will be possible, because we are consoling b inside its scope, and also a, since that is global, because it will check that a is present inside this scope or not, inside its function scope or not. If it is not, it will move to the higher scope, that is a global scope in this case. So it will be able to print both the values. Let me invoke the function. I will see. Let me comment this. As you can see, both of them are getting printed. B and A are getting a value in here. So this is what we call as functional scope. Let's talk about block scope as well. So block scope comes as inside the curly braces. This is called block scope. We will talk about this. So let's say I'm going to write a condition in here. Or let's not talk about conditions in this case. We'll talk about block scope in future videos. What block scopes mean, because we haven't read about functions and if else condition in this case, so we'll talk about them in later. You can easily remember that global var is global and functional scope, whereas let and const both has global functional block scope as well. So moving forward, var is hoisted to the top of the scope and got initialized with undefined. Let is hoisted to the top of its scope but don't get initialized. Let is should be const in this case. Const is hoisted to the top of this scope but not initialized. We haven't talked about hoisting in yet, so let's skip this point as well. But it is basically everything in JavaScript hoisted to the top of its scope. We have seen the scope in our case. Like if it is functional scope, it will be hosted to its top to the top of its functional scope. If it is a global scope, it will be hosted to the top of its global scope. And same with that. Now coming up next, why do we need declaration? As we have seen, there are a lot of ways to declare a variable in JavaScript. We have seen there are 3 types of ways. If we don't declare a variable with the help of let, var or const, this will not throw an error. We have already seen that. We have already seen a variable and try to declare it without the help of any of these. By default, if we don't declare a variable, it takes var as declaration. So we have already seen that if we don't define a variable, it will take some kind of declaration, and that will be kind of var. Now, as we know, var can be redeclared. We have already seen that only var variables can be redeclared, not let nor const. It is quite risky to use it, as it may have been already declared. So consider a case, I am a developer and you are also a developer, and we both have used a variable called var a, and you have all used that variable in your case. Now I am writing my code. Let's say I am not a very good developer. I have redeclared that variable var a is equal to something else. Now whatever purpose you are doing with your var a has been destroyed. That data, what it has been stored, has been lost. Everything has been thrown out. So in the other hand, if you have used let for your purpose, and I have tried to redeclare that variable, it would have thrown me an error. So I would have understand that okay, this variable already been in use, so I should not use it. I will try to use this variable at some later point, or I should not use this variable because somebody else is already using this. I will use some other variable. Now coming up next, we will talk about loops. We will talk about our regular loops, regular for loop, for each loop, for of loop. We will not talk about each of them, but we are going to talk the next video. We are not going to talk about each of them in the next video, but only some loops. But we will definitely talk about each of them in coming up videos. So thank you everyone. See you guys in the next video.